exploring the risks of altering logger buffer size.
Hello and welcome to our in-depth discussion on logging systems and buffer sizes. Today, we're going to delve into a crucial topic that often gets overlooked: the potential risks or downsides of changing the logger buffer size.
What is logger buffer size?
Before we dive into the risks, it's important to understand what we're talking about. The logger buffer size refers to the amount of data that a logging system can hold temporarily before writing it to the log file. This is done to improve efficiency, as writing each log entry individually can be time-consuming and resource-intensive.
Why would you want to change the logger buffer size?
Changing the buffer size can optimize your logging system depending on your specific use case. If your system generates a large number of log entries rapidly, increasing the buffer size can reduce the frequency of disk writes, improving performance. Conversely, if your system generates fewer log entries, reducing the buffer size can save memory resources.
Risks of increasing logger buffer size.
Increasing the buffer size can indeed improve performance, but it's not without its risks. Here are the key potential downsides. 1. Increased memory usage. A larger buffer size means more memory consumption. If your system does not have sufficient memory resources, this can lead to issues such as memory shortage or even crashes. 2. Risk of data loss. With a larger buffer, log data is stored in memory for a longer time before being written to the disk. In case of a system crash or power loss, the unwritten data in the buffer could be lost.
Risks of decreasing logger buffer size.
Decreasing the buffer size also has its own set of potential risks. 1. Increased disk I/O. A smaller buffer means that data is written to the disk more frequently, leading to an increase in disk input-output (I/O) operations. This can slow down the system, especially if the disk speed is not high. 2. CPU overhead. Writing log entries more frequently can also lead to an increase in CPU usage, impacting the overall performance of your system. As with many things in system administration and programming, changing the logger buffer size is a balancing act. It can optimize your logging system for your specific use case, but it's not without its risks. Always consider your system's memory, disk, and CPU resources when making changes. It's often a good idea to test these changes in a non-production environment first, to understand the impact. We hope this discussion has given you a better understanding of the potential risks and downsides of changing the logger buffer size. Thanks for joining us today.